Okay, the Ebola conversation was going on Twitter, and so we're going to continue it here in the after show. But Mark, you have a special question or point to make about Ebola?
I read that.
Then it must be true.
No, but this is true. Follow me here. That the Ebola outbreak, the virus, will affect the world's chocolate supply. So if you like chocolate, you will be paying more for it. Here's how.
Why?
The Ivory Coast, which is where we get the most of the cacao.
That's right,
Cacao.
I love cacao.
Is that how you say it? I've been working on that. And the harvest is coming out. They close their border with Liberia and Guinea. That's where they get most of their workers to come in. So your Butterfingers, your Snickers, and your M&Ms, you will be paying a lot more for.
Whoa.
Wow, the Mars and Hershey companies are upset.
Yeah, Nestle
Well,
too.
again, do you guys feel what I'm talking about when I try to calm everyone about this virus? Everybody looks at me with great suspicion.
You know,
Honestly,
I feel like you're the government coming and saying, "Hey, everybody, everything's okay."
Well,
But don't
that's-
worry about all these Ebola outbreaks we're having, and don't worry about our nurses and practitioners
But-
getting sick.
but-
The same people who are supposed to keep you safe. I can't help
what
that.
would my motivation be for that? I could be
Because
just wrong.
Because Dr. Drew is a good man, and he's trying to do the right thing, and he's trying to keep people calm, which you should be calm.
Yeah.
However,
I
you
could
can
be
be
wrong.
calm,
It's
but
possible.
I'm just very displeased with the way we've been handling
I'm
everything.
angry. I'm with you, Evie. I'm angry. I think about my sister who's a nurse. I think about my brother who's
Is she
also an
upset?
ER
Is she
nurse.
upset with how it's done?
No, she wishes that they would have more different protocols in place. She doesn't-
Training.
There's no
There's
training
no
at their
training.
hospital that she's aware of. Yes, they're starting to introduce things, but let's make sure that they have that buddy system when they take off the hazmat suit.
It's a friend of mine was at Cedars last week. Jenna Kravitz, who's
Yeah.
worked here. She was at Cedars. She said there were infection control doctors on every floor all weekend doing training all weekend, going crazy.
one
They're
hospital.
making everybody
in
nuts.
huge hospital.
Right, and it's again
Hold on.
reactive. It's
When-
reactive. This is something they should have been doing
Yes.
from way before. Everybody should be trained, so when the problem happens, boom, we know what to
When
do.
you were giving your speech, I pictured that scene in Animal House where the guy's going, "All is well, remain calm." And there's pandemonium, right? I mean, people are going crazy with good reason. I was going to make another point, but I'm tired.
Good, we'll say all that.
Yeah,
You're tired.
It'll come to
Yeah.
me right when you go to Sam. Or
It
someone
just
else.
bothers me that these people are doing their jobs. You know,
There's two things that bother me. One, the CDC is an unbelievably great organization. Tom Friedman's a great guy. I've met him. He is on top of the stuff. One of the smartest guys around. He, I'm sure, is very clear on where the holes are and is going to fill them. I agree. It'd be nice to have the resources to be ready for everything. We got a couple other things we've been concerned
He
about other than
knows.
Ebola.
The thing is,
I-
we need more of him, and we don't have
Yeah.
enough of him.
I
I'm
remember
not
my
saying
point.
he's not.
I remember my point. Here you are saying, all is well, remain calm. But apparently there's been no study that says that you cannot contract it from someone through a cough or sneezing. In fact, it's on their website, the CDC website, that says you may be able
It's
to.
not proven, but what has been proven is that it's not concentrated in the lung and it doesn't come out in droplets. So if you were to get it from a cough or sneeze, they literally have to spit into your eye. It's not contagious like the airborne illnesses that travel on droplets. The virus must develop the capacity to break through the air sacs, concentrate in the lung, find a droplet, ride in that droplet. You have to be a droplet former. Not everyone forms droplets when they cough, and then be able to survive in the air. None of it that does
Put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Tell us, doctor, how did the first nurse get it?
I didn't
Had-
watch her.
it had
I
to do
didn't
with her
watch how
glove,
she
right?
was. It has
She's
something to do with how
covered
she
head
was.
to toe in equipment.
I would have to. I'm understanding there was something to do with the
Right.
protocol of how she took off her protective
and then
gear.
touched her face, right?
probably touched
Which
her
they
face.
should have a buddy system. They should have had a buddy
They
system
do
from
now.
the get-go.
They do
Now they do.
Now
But
they
here's
do.
what
Now they
bothers
do.
me.
It's
What
all-
bothers
it's all
me is
reactive.
I know.
what bothers me is the unscientific, unbiological material that's getting people crazy. That's problematic. I mean, trust the people that really know, that really are the scientists, that are really on the ground working with this. I understand that they're glossing it. I understand that they're glossing it a little bit, but they actually do know what they're talking about. Remember the woman I talked to the other night? Didn't she
Yes.
seem competent? Didn't she seem like she knew what she was talking about?
She did.
Okay.
She seemed competent. But she said a couple of things I didn't like. She said, "You can trust the government." I worked in government. I'm just saying. And she said, she didn't say it absolutely cannot become airborne, and I do agree that it takes a lot for that to happen, and that's highly, highly, if not improbable. But I have to say one thing: thank God we're dealing with a disease that is not
That's
airborne.
right, because when
What if it was?
But we will be ready. We will be. This is a slow motion rehearsal for something that is really contagious and airborne. That will happen. That will happen someday, and it will not probably be in the distant future. And we will now have reactive, what we call them, proactive protocols in place. Kate.
All right, I'm going to ask viewers what you asked the panel on tonight's show. Are you more scared of the virus or that our protocols are not in place at our hospitals? Let us know below.